نور فؤاد البشير النذير علي وفاطمة والدة فهل تعلمون له من نظير. My Amir is Husayn. He is the happiness of his grandfather. Ali and Fatima are his fathers. Do you know anyone equal to him? And he kept fighting until they killed him. The last scene I'll bring you from the Battle of Karbala is Abdullah Rabi'. Abdullah was the youngest of the sons of Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam. He's 6 months old. 5-6 months old. He's the youngest of the sons of Imam Husayn. And the wives, they yelled, screamed, this boy is crying for days, he has not been drinking. Al-Husayn went down from his horse, took Abdullah and went walking. So they know that he's not fighting them. And then he said, if you don't want to give us water, here, take him. He raised him, take him and give him some water and bring it back to us. Harmala ibn Kahil al-Asadi on the other side, a man named Harmala. He says, I saw this infant, 6 months, Abdullah ibn al-Husayn ibn Fatima bint Rasulullah. I saw him like this and his head and neck was shining. I took an arrow and I directed it towards his neck. It shattered his neck from the jugular to the jugular, so that the blood was found like a fountain, and his hands were like the tayr al-madbuh, almost like the bird that you slaughter and the wings move like this. This is the 6 months old Abdullah Rabi'. Then of course Imam Husayn started, he's fighting, and he knew it was the last thing. And the narrators say, wallahi, anywhere he went, they would go like al-jarad al-muntashir, like the grasshoppers when they get scared. And then fought, going through the lines and going back through the lines until he was filled with blood. And then Amr ibn Sa'd, the leader of the army, said, you can't fight this man. Separate from him. Where are the two sections? Those who throw the arrows and those who throw the spears. They separated those thousands of people throwing arrows and thousands are throwing spears, and everyone is throwing spears until the body of Imam Husayn was filled with arrows and spears, until one came and hit him on his head. When it hit him on his head, he fell down. And when he fell down, blood was just pouring out of his body, his honorable body. And he tried to stand up, but he couldn't. His own horse started to make little circles around him, as if the horse is saying, Ya ibn binti Rasulullah, O son of Rasulullah, if I could not fight with you now, I'm going to take some arrows and I'm going to take some spears away from you so they don't catch you. Until a man named Shimr bin Dhil Jawshan, his name, he came with few people, and he went to Al-Husayn right next to his horse, and he put his sword on the neck of Al-Husayn and he started cutting it from jugular to jugular. Ya Sama, Ya Abdu Zalzili, O Earth Zalzili, Ya Sama Zamjiri, Qutila ibn binti Rasulullah, the son of Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam is slaughtered. And they put the head now, and they did all these things. قولوا قولي هذا واستغفر الله. الحمد لله حمدا كثيرا كما أمر، وأشهد أن لا إله إلا الله وحده لا شريك له إرغاما لمن جحد به وكفر، وأشهد أن محمدا صلى الله عليه وسلم خاتم الأنبياء المعتبر صلى الله وسلم عليه وعلى آله الفقه ونظر العلم. Al-Husayn, dear brothers, has very long seerah to go with, but let's stop here, and before I finish I need to mention a couple of things, because Al-Husayn is not only about a tear. Some people changed Al-Husayn to tears only, and some people changed it to hit themselves, and some people did all kinds of things. Al-Husayn is a lesson that you should stand with the haqq, no matter what it costs you. A lesson that do not belittle the people of haqq. A lesson that to tell you the sunnah of the Prophet is very valuable, sallallahu alaihi wasallam, because blood was shed so that you can get the sunnah. So honor the sunnah that's in front of you. We are the people of Ahl-Sunnah. We need to honor the sunnah. Follow the sunnah. Realize, do not side with the tyrants. And I'll finish with this, is that the revolution of Al-Husayn was against the people who use religion to justify their tyranny. Let's go back to the sunnah. Let's go back to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Let's stick with the seerah of Imam Husayn and realize that this is the seerah the continuations of the seerah of Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wa sallam. Allahumma salli ala Muhammadin wa ala ali Muhammad kama sallaita ala Ibrahim wa ali Ibrahim, barik ala Muhammadin wa ala ali Muhammad kama barakta ala Ibrahim wa ali Ibrahim fil alamin innaka Hamidun Majid. Allahumma ansur al-Islam wal muslimin, a'li ya maulana kalimat al-haqq wad-din. Allahumma man arada bil-Islam wal muslimin khayran fawafiqhu ilayh, man arada bihim ghayra dhalika faj'al da'irat as-sawi alayh. Allahumma rudd al-muslimin ila dinika raddan jamila. آت أنفسنا تقواها زكيها أنت خير من زكاها أنت وليها ومولاها. اغفر اللهم مرضانا وعاف مبتلانا وفك أسرانا وارحم موتانا. اغفر اللهم لنا ولآبائنا ولمشايخنا ولمن له حق علينا ولمن على الخير أعاننا وعن الشر أبعدنا ولمن أوصانا بالدعاء. وصلى الله وسلم على سيدنا محمد وآله. أقم الصلاة.